back. We have to do
we're starting over completely. Yeah.
Welcome back to Riding Along the Waves. It's like welcome back because we started for 2 minutes and then your 11 o'clock call was actually a 10 o'clock call and you just talked tax for the last
30 minutes
to an hour.
40 minutes. I know. I'm really sorry. I felt really on top of it. I was like, okay, I came in here early. It literally took me 5 minutes because everything's set up today.
Good.
I know. Because everything, I know, right? Because everything was still kind of plugged in. So I just had to move some lighting and like set the camera up and get my programs running, do a couple test audios. And I was like, I am killing it. Ethan's going to come in here at 9:30 or 10:30, whatever. Like, I'm going to have everything set up. All he has to do is sit down. And then we sit down. We start recording. I'm feeling like so organized and impressed, waiting for you to compliment me. And then my tax lady calls me. And our meeting was at 10. In my calendar, it's at 11. So, yeah. And I was going to ask her to push it, but then you could push it. So thank you for being flexible. And I'm glad I got that done because paying taxes sucks.
Yeah.
Big dick. So I'm glad I got it over with. Oh, I haven't paid him yet, but.
Well, good work on the setup. We weren't fighting the AV setup this time, which is nice.
Yeah. And then, so after I get off the phone with my tax lady, I'm like, okay, this is how much I know I have to pay in for quarterly taxes. So then I open my bank account just to like confirm that because I've been saving, you have to save for taxes, open my bank account and I'm missing.
The money you saved for taxes?
Yeah, it's all gone.
You're like, what? Yeah, that's
my entire account where I move my money over for taxes has completely like disappeared. It's 20%, 30% of my, what I have at my bank account. So now I'm having a panic attack. You're like, Annalee, are you ready to get going? Like I'm just got off the phone with my tax lady. So I have a little chat going with Schwab at the same time.
Got it resolved though, right?
I'm looking at my IM with Hunter from Austin right now, and he's helping me to make sure it gets moved over because that was a panic attack.
That's cool. Yeah, you don't want to give away your money.
I'd prefer not to. I feel like I already do. So
let's get into it.
Had some notes from last week.
No agenda again.
Ethan's new favorite way to podcast
is what?
No agenda.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of nice. Instead of looking the week past, I'm gonna throw you a curveball and look the week forward.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair because every week I try to not talk about the recap, and you're like, I can't function until we do the recap.
Well, I'm just excited. We were talking about going to a lake nearby and inviting some friends this weekend and trying to get into the outdoor life and eventually move into camping. I don't know. Let's go half a day to the lake, see if the girls like playing at the lake, like playing in the water and swimming. And
I don't know how they couldn't. I mean, there's sand. It's like a gradual entry. It's kind of like Balboa.
Yeah.
Without the little angry sand crabs that bite your toes.
But the water's going to be very cold,
yeah,
I bet.
True. Hold on. I have to IM Hunter really quick and tell him.
I mean, that's the problem in Colorado is these lakes, especially these lakes kind of near the foothills, is they're very cold. I mean, I don't know, 60 degrees, maybe like 65 midsummer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look it up. I'm curious now. Look up temperature of Horsetooth Reservoir.
You really want me to look that up right now?
Okay, I'm going to look it up. Hold on.
Oh my God, this is riveting.
Well, for people that like in the South and other areas, like I think their lake water is really warm. They don't realize that our lake water is freezing, and it's not a big deal, especially as a kid, you're having fun. But I'm thinking about as an adult now that now has to go in the water with my kid. I want like nice 75 degree water. So I'm going to look this up real quick. 63 degrees. So I think late summer it might get up to like 65, 66, but that's cold. Like that's jumping in and like it kind of like takes your breath away.
What's the Pacific Ocean where we go?
I have no idea.
Outside of like Manhattan Beach. That's cold water in Manhattan Beach.
I'd say it's not bad. Like the reality is if it's hot out, like the water feels good and nice.
Right.
But if it's like kind of cloudy or chilly.
And the kids don't care.
As a kid, you're like, I don't care because they're out there working. I'm just out there like just shivering. But no, I'm excited to go to the lake this weekend and try it out. And I think if it's successful, maybe we can go another weekend and
try to camp.
And just try to camp. I don't know where you camp, but
I would, I don't know either. It feels really overwhelming to figure it out because everyone's like, oh, if you want to camp, you got to book your spot months in advance. Like all of our camping friends are like, oh yeah, I'm logging into the website. Like the campsites are opening
a year
up
in advance.
Yeah. And like we said last week, I can't plan more than 2 days ahead.
A day ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. But I went camping as a kid, not a whole lot, but a little bit. And I loved it,
Yeah. I mean, there's areas, yes, there's dedicated camp spots that you can reserve and pay for, but there's also areas where it's just like open land to camp, right? And you can just
Yeah.
go and find flat area, and as long as there's not a fire ban, build a fire. But I think that I see about camp spots is they have bathrooms, and maybe some of them even have showers.
Yeah.
So if you're doing like 2-3
Well, let's scope it
nights-
out. If we go this weekend,
Yeah.
let's kind of drive around a little bit.
Yeah, I like
Maybe
it.
ask some of the locals.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Is anyone here camping?
We're only a few miles away, but we've never been. I don't think I've ever been to this lake that we're going to.
Oh, I have with my Mormon boyfriend from high school. We used to go wakeboarding there.
Yeah, well, if you had a boat, you probably went to lakes a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, everyone who's Mormon has a boat. It's the rule.
That's the rule. No
Yeah.
coffee in a boat.
He drank energy drinks, I think. We're not going to get into it. Mormons are the nicest people on this earth. The last thing that I want is to get into any kind of discussion about them on this podcast.
There you go. Well,
Yeah.
I'm excited for that this weekend. But yeah, we got a couple nice things planned this summer with a couple quick trips to California, our yearly trip out there for a week, and I think we're gonna do.
You really are jumping around.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, we're going to California.
Jellystone
Yeah.
for a weekend with some friends.
My grandpa had the audacity to pass away, so so selfish. So we're gonna
Grandma's trying.
Ethan.
Yes, but we're gonna go to California in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Just kind of
Celebrate him.
celebrate him, see the family. It's a good reason to celebrate and see friends and family and cousins.
It'll be sad, but I'm excited to see everyone.
Yeah.
And then, oh my God, my brain hasn't even started thinking about
Like
vacations
switched
for the
over.
summer. Although I am I have my hot little fingers out and I'm ready to buy a travel car seat. I have a couple I've been looking at.
Oh.
Since we have at least 2 trips that we're flying with the kids this summer. I think that's it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want to rent those janky, nasty car seats.
They're like the cheapest of cheapest,
Yeah,
like
and
$40 car seats, and they charge you $20 a day.
I know. And we've bought those before. They're like the Costco, like the Sonera ones.
Yeah.
I was actually just thinking this morning, remember that one time we had them both in the car seats? When we rented a car, we were going back to the airport. It was probably our Disneyland trip out of California. And it's just like chaos, getting out of the rental car, getting all your bags.
Roller bags, stroller, kids' bags,
everyone's
backpacks.
grumpy.
It's amazing
We're
how
running
much
late.
stuff you have.
Yeah, trying to get in. And then we get all the way to the ticket counter. And then we're like, oh, the car seats.
Oh, we just left them in the rental. That's right.
We might have not even been all the way to the ticket counter. We might have been like 20 feet away, and I was like, "Fuck it, just keep walking." They're $100 combined, $50 car seats. Like, just fuck it. So,
but it's crazy because it is like $20 or $15-$20 a day for a car seat each
and they're
day.
gross, and you don't really know. I mean, you're just banking that they're not trying to screw you over with a janky car seat. You know,
But they are just cheap janky car seats. They're not nice.
And they're literally a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
So there's a couple that I'm looking at. So I might buy those. And
Are
then,
they nicer?
Yeah,
Like higher
very
quality?
Nice. Yeah, the wavy one is insanely expensive.
Okay.
So I might get that one for our younger kid, and then get our older one. It's like a harness that clips in. So it's not even a seat. It's like a harness system.
Oh, is this like? I think about the airport, and it's like, okay, these are 2 more things. Can we turn these into like strollers and push them to the airport on these things? And like, I feel like I've seen before people like get little wheels for them and like little handles, and then they can be strollers and push them in their car seats, and then you gate check it.
Yeah, I don't want to do that though, because I want to bring our stroller.
Oh, you want? Yeah.
For Balboa, I want our stroller.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm so excited for when we get rid of the stroller. It's kind of nice when you have it and you can throw stuff in it, but traveling with it's a double stroller. It's just so hard. Like, you got to break it down and got to get it in the case. It's usually like we're rushing to get over to the gate.
I know, but to be fair, that stroller makes all of that very easy compared to some of our other strollers.
Yeah, but it's just I'm always doing it last minute, and if it doesn't go in the right way, like I'm tearing the bag, which I think I tore the bag a little bit last time. But
well, yeah, because we're always trying to like get on the plane for family boarding, and you check.
I always forget that I got to like gate check that thing and break it down, and so then it's like a mad scramble as everyone's getting in line because you got to get there, you got to get your overhead bins with your bags and the girls' bags. So
yeah, fun times. Can't wait to fly with the kids this summer.
So what are we gonna do with the 2 car seats? Just check them. Or
they're like travel car seats.
So you just put a case on them and check them at check-in?
Well, the wavy one folds up into like a little box.
Oh, okay.
And then it just goes on your suitcase.
And
then
then you check it with your suitcase or something.
Yeah, I'm sure we could check it or carry it on. Like it's little. Carry it on and put it in the overhead bin. And if I do get the other one, because it's like half the price, the harness one, it's just a harness. I'm assuming you could put it in the bag. You could probably put it in your suitcase.
So they don't have a car seat though?
The Wavy one.
Well, we'll have to look.
The
I'm
Wavy
very
one
visual.
it's like a hard seat, but it folds. It like collapses down.
As long as you think it's safe, that's all I care about.
Well, yeah, I'm going to obviously read the reviews, but
Yeah.
it's just expensive. That one's like $300.
Oh, geez. Get a deal with them.
I'll try to tag them online, see
Yeah.
if they'll send me one. But I think I've tried that before, and they were just like, "Thanks for the tag."
Yeah, like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks.
But the harness one is only like $180, so I could buy 2 of those. But I think our younger one's too small, so
we'll have to figure it out.
Anyways, that's just riveting conversation. I think we lost any of our listeners. Actually, you know what I was thinking about? The amount of people who listen consecutively to this is like pretty small compared to. Are you for real right now?
What?
Are you gonna shake the ice on the microphone? You don't have to cut that audio out.
Okay, go.
You know there are people who can't listen to people chewing or eating. What is it, like mesophobia or
No
something?
idea, but no one likes listening to people chewing or eating.
No, I'm always yelling at you.
Or it's like people like eating chips. Like when you're like trying to like watch something, like and people eating chips, it's the worst.
Yeah, that's how you are though. You are like loud mouth Betty when you're trying to eat.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah.
So go on about the listeners.
Oh. It's a small number compared to my 800 like 1,000 followers on my other accounts.
Okay.
So I feel like this is like a cool club.
The Cool Kids Club.
Yeah, I just want to let you know you should feel safe here, Ethan.
Oh, thank you. It's my safe space.
Yeah, like I think if we're talking about a topic or something and you're like, move on, I don't want to talk about it, you know?
Well, then you need to respect it.
Yeah, I'm not going to explain in detail what you did to me 2 hours ago, but I just mean like.
Next topic.
I think that's a cool perspective.
Well, thank you for making this a special safe
no.
space. Should we recap the week?
Oh, you mean like our 20-minute discussion of car seats in the beginning of it?
I think that's entertaining. I mean, I think people think about the same thoughts when they travel with kids is like they're dealing with rental car seats versus bringing them and having all the crap.
No, that's true. It is. I remember like the first time we flew with our kids, it was mind-boggling. Do we gate check? Do we not gate check? Do we like check at the whatever, the counter, like the strollers, the car seats, the everything? Here's a story that summarizes last week. Or I guess it was the week ago, so it doesn't really count.
We can still say it.
We had that big party. We had a big concert.
Yep.
This was 2 weeks ago. And then I think our 3-year-old woke up in the middle of the night. Or maybe she never left our bed. Whatever. She slept in our bed that night. So big party. Ethan was up till, I don't know, like midnight. Or 1 maybe.
No, it was midnight.
I was up late too, just because you can't sleep when there's people at your house, and I was with the girls. And then we woke up at like 6 a.m. to our 3-year-old throwing up in our bed.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I didn't even care. I just moved the sheet over and I was like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah. I was like, it
wasn't
not
a
that
lot.
wet. No. And then later that night you were like, are you not going to change the sheets? And I was like, no, I just flipped them around.
or something. I think we were so tired the next night because we were just like still recovering that I was like, I don't even care. I mean, it was just like a little bit, and I just moved it to the bottom of the bed. It's fine. You know? I mean, it wasn't much. When we talked last week, we're like, it's been a crazy 10 days, and now I feel like it's been a crazy like 14, 15, 16. I know that math doesn't add up because it's 7 days from last time, but it just seems like because we rolled into a wedding week. We had a rehearsal dinner.
Totally.
Midweek, we had a wedding on a Thursday night, and Annalee was doing makeup in a funny way, which it's not funny, but I feel bad for you. Like you're grinding all morning, right? And the day before, because you're getting your brushes ready, getting all the makeup you needed, which I think it was like, several $100s. Cleaning your brushes, getting ready. Then you had to get up early the next morning, pack everything up. I'm trying to get the kids to school.
Yeah.
And you said it went well. Everyone loved their makeup, and you were happy with it. And you actually got to like see it 3 hours later, right? Which was cool because usually you just leave. So like it was cool for you to see it 3 hours later.
Yeah, we were sitting waiting for the wedding to start. We were in like the audience, or whatever, and I was like, I hope her makeup still looks good. Like I never get to see it when I used to do wedding makeup because you leave. Yeah. And then you just see the professional photos.
That's true, which are touched up if needed, right?
Or from far away. Yeah. So
what I want to get after is like, you were so mad because all you wanted was like 30, 40 minutes to get ready yourself because you never have time by yourself. The girls are harassing you or rushing. It's like you never have just an hour to like do your makeup and take your time to get ready.
Right.
And then with what time we had to leave at, you were just rushed again and you were so pissed and you forgot several things like your necklace.
So mad. Yeah, I was so like flustered, and I don't think you can relate to this because I've never seen you react like this. But sometimes when we're getting ready to go somewhere, or I have like an outfit planned and it's something that I put a lot of thought into for whatever reason, whether I'm like self-conscious or I want to look extra special, if I forget a certain piece of something that I have bought for the occasion or that I was like really excited to wear, aka this $8 necklace from Target, it enrages me. Like
you were so mad.
It makes my head want to explode. It's like I put in all this fucking effort and I forgot my necklace. Like it just, and it's so dumb.
And you forgot a hair tie.
I forgot a hair tie. Like it's the stupidest shit. But for some reason, whenever I'm rushed to get ready, which is literally all the time, it's like it's all I can think about. Like it's consuming to me, and I've never seen that happen to you. Like I was like I'm gonna turn this fucking car around and go back and get my necklace that no one is ever even gonna notice. Anyways.
What did I say? I was like, just drop me off and go home. And if you missed the ceremony, you missed the ceremony.
Yeah. And I was like truly, Ethan, that's not helpful at all.
And then you started crying in the car, so your makeup was like getting like messed up. Yeah, it was. I felt bad for you.
I was just crying because I spent all morning. Okay, this is like embarrassing to admit that I cried about this now. Thank you, Ethan. I spent all morning getting everyone ready, which was fun. Like it was really fun to do makeup for the first time in like a year. And I was really worried that I would forget how to do it, but it turned out really well. And then I got back to the hotel and it's like, I was so annoyed because we spent money for that hotel. It's, a few $100.
Yeah.
Because, it's your family getting married. And it's like, if we're going to do that and we're using a night away from the kids because our kids couldn't come. So we're like, which was like another shit show of a thing. It's like, I just want to be able to enjoy the hotel and chill for an hour, like really get my money's worth and my time worth out of it. Because we don't get nights away from the kids that often. So I was just like so pissed that my time in the hotel, I had 15 minutes of downtime. I had to do some work. And then I spent it just like running around the room like a mad
rushing,
woman.
Getting ready. Because we were trying to get out.
I'm wearing a new dress that I've never worn before. Like I don't usually wear maxi dresses with spaghetti straps because of like, just like my boobs and my arms, like just all these things. And I was just, I got like new sticky boobs and I'm like whipping them out last minute as we're walking out the door. Cause I just hate anything that adds fullness or, I don't know. It was just.
Well, the last two times, I think it is the last two times I remember us getting a hotel to try to have a date night out and away from the kids and just recharge, like sleep in. We've literally just used the hotel to sleep.
Yeah.
And so the wedding, obviously we got back late, went to bed at like 12.
Like 1, yeah.
1, and then I had to get up and I was on several work calls. So it was like
9 a.m. Ethan's up.
Getting on work calls. We did sneak out for like a quick breakfast, which was nice.
I know, but it's I don't know.
Well, it was the same time last time. We didn't get to the hotel till like 6:30, and then we were immediately like, well, we got to go find somewhere to get dinner, and then like back in the hotel room by like 9:30.
Right, eating my cold steak with a plastic knife
that it broke.
Yeah, it's just I want like a redo. And every time we do these, I'm not gonna say shitty nights at a hotel because it was a nice hotel. I did sleep well, but
yeah,
like I feel like we're not taking advantage of our night away from the kids. I guess I should just be thankful.
Well, I think,
but it's like I'm up late. I don't even drink. I'm up till 1 a.m. I wake up at 7 a.m. feeling hungover as fuck for no reason. Like. And now we're stressed. We're packing. Now I got to pack everything up because Ethan has a work call at 9. It's like, I would have rather just driven home and slept in my own bed.
Yeah. And
then my parents took the kids. My grandma has a heart attack. So my mom has to like book a last minute flight away from the kids.
Oh, on that Thursday night.
Yeah. And so my dad had to take the kids alone. No one told us till the next day because they probably didn't want to stress us out. But I think that really like freaked the kids out,
Yeah. I mean, I wish they would have told us, and we probably need to have a discussion with them of like next time, if something major happens, if I guess it'd be different if we were like 2 hours away, like in the mountains. I'd be like, that's really sucks. I almost wouldn't want to know, but like we're 30 minutes away.
No, I would have just come home. And they were trying to be nice and.
Yeah, I think we just need to set some more boundaries because I think, it just freaked our kids out. Your mom was freaked out trying to get out of the house. Like your mom and dad are like fighting, and then
it just like adds like the guilt of going away for a night. Because like if we go away for a night and I really enjoy it and it's like so delicious, and we just get a loaf and go out to a really nice dinner, or not even go to dinner, order pizza and eat it in bed. And we just really get to enjoy like moving slow.
And watch like a movie or two.
Yeah, like watch a movie, like get crazy, watch a movie. I don't care.
Two movies.
Yeah. Then at least if I come back and the kids were tough or whatever, I just don't feel as guilty about it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we
feel
just
like we traumatized our kids, and like for what? You know?
they were like, last night was okay, but they were crazy. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. I mean, I remember
one of those
Sunday
nights
night,
they were okay.
Sunday night, I remember I played golf for Father's Day, which I really appreciate. It was out all day. Not going to get into that too much, but it was just like I come home, kids are kind of hectic, and then our 3-year-old just screams for an hour straight from like 7:30 to 8:30 or 9. Like, it's just. If
you look at my Google history from that time, it's like, what is normal behavior for a 3-year-old? Like, how long of a tantrum is too long of a tantrum? Like, when should I be concerned? They were actually really like fine that day. We went to the park with Chandler and Jack, and they were like normal.
But I think that episode just kind of reignited her like, I need mommy at nighttime.
Yeah.
Because she was getting better to some extent. It was always like 2 good nights, 1 bad night, but at least we like kind of felt like we were trending towards better.
Totally.
And I think that just reset everything, because she, even with me, like usually she'll kind of fight me a little bit and doesn't want me, but she would like wanted nothing to do with me. It was you or nothing.
It was, not even me or nothing. Even when I'm there, she was still like we're talking
so hysterical.
Like, yeah, and it's really sad. And I can't even get mad when she's like that, because I'm like, oh my God, like what is our kid okay?
Yeah, she's just tired.
Like, is she having is something mentally happening right now? Like, it's really scary.
Yeah, so last night was good.
So anyways.
I think we just started the night with like, yeah, you can sleep on the floor and then we'll move you into your bed.
Well, I got that packet out from Jillian.
Yeah.
I think we need to look at it. And even if we just start Jillian is the sleep consultant that we worked with probably a month ago at this point.
Implementing different tips.
And I think we need to at least try the program.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like it's sleep training. We're not going to let her scream or cry it out. It's just kind of like slowly starting to get her to feel safe again in the room.
Yeah.
And let's just commit and try. I mean, worst is we spend a week and it doesn't work, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Because
ideally, I'd like to move her out of the crib and get her a real bed so I can at least lay in it with her.
Yeah.
Instead of me trying to crawl. And then I crawl. She's like, Mommy, lay in the crib with me, which I don't mind. Like, I can snuggle up in there with her.
Yeah, for 20, 30 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, but then she's like, I don't have any room. Like, move over, Mommy. Like, you're taking up too much room. And I'm like, where the fuck do you want me to go? Like,
this is a 2x2 crib or 2x3 crib.
So I end up like tucked into the corner of the crib, like with my knees tucked up, like trying to make myself into a little ball so I don't go into her space.
Well, I think just short term, letting her fall asleep on the ground. You guys lay on the ground and then move her in. Well, last night we did that, and then she wanted to go in, right?
Yeah, but then she got back out again after that. Remember?
Yes.
She did while you were still here. She was like, "Oh, psych."
Yes.
I just want to sleep on the ground, and that's why I'm like, maybe we could just get a new bed and like start this new independent sleep thing like from scratch. Like hit reset, because she loved her crib for a while and she felt safe in there. And now she's back to hating it all over again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's
revisit.
I don't know. I was up last night, 3 a.m. with my 5-year-old. Finally get her settled back down. She just like had a bad dream or something.
Yeah.
3:25 a.m. right when I'm like just dozing back asleep. Our 3-year-old wakes up, and then I had a 5:30 a.m. Pilates class, and I feel really, really good until about like 8:39, and then I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Yeah. Well, so going back to the week, we had the wedding. It was fun.
The wedding
didn't stay up too
fun.
late. Didn't party too hard. Glad
Ethan kept it under control.
Glad I didn't meet. Because I think I got a text from my brother-in-law. Because I texted him when we got back. I was like, where are you guys? Because we left, like it was like the middle of the last song, and we were just done. We're like, let's just leave.
Well, I was having an allergy attack in the century.
Yeah.
Like my eyes were just on fire.
I felt so bad for you.
And when you get, you told me it's like when you get that itchy burning sensation, like you can't touch your eyes because then you're just gonna rub it all in.
Yeah.
And I was doing so good, like not touching, and finally I was like, I can't take it anymore, and I just rubbed my eyes, and then they
just blew up,
and I had to drive home since I'm always DD, and since you had some drinks, And we're driving on this dark country road and my eyes are
just
like
burning.
Yeah, I'm like trying to pry my eyes open. And I'm like, Ethan, I don't think I can make it home. I'm like, it's midnight or it's 11:30. I'm looking, I'm like, are there any Walgreens open? Like I have to go get some nose spray and some eye drops. I ended up taking like an hour-long shower at midnight. So I'm talking about like that's what I use my night away from the kids to do.
To have an allergy attack. And
to sit in a nasty hotel shower. It wasn't nasty, but I mean, I just don't want to sit on a shower floor.
Yeah.
That's not mine.
Yeah. Were you sitting on the shower floor?
I don't think I did. I wanted to just sit there and just
let it rinse off.
Yeah. Whatever. So anyways, what were you saying? Wedding was fun. Ethan got some strong drinks in the beginning, but then they tapered down.
Yeah. Like at the end, like you're like, it's just like a tiny bit of like vodka or something. And it's like, whatever. You
were getting vodka sodas every 15 minutes.
It was like 98% soda. You know?
I was watching it. Yeah. You probably had 5 vodka sodas that was equivalent to one, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But, yeah, I didn't meet up with everyone afterwards, which I'm thankful because I got a text again from my brother-in-law like 1:30. I saw it the next day. He's like, "We're in the lobby," and I was like, "I'm so glad I wasn't up or saw that text." You know.
Have you talked to them? Were they pretty hungover the next day?
I haven't talked to anyone.
Yeah, me neither. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're probably going to do stuff, or they had still a bunch of family in town. I mean, you know how it is. I mean, you still have all that family and everyone in town. I mean, the day after our wedding, we hung out with a bunch of friends, and everyone went out that second night. Yeah, went to the beach, and then everyone.
Oh my gosh, so fun! The second
night. It was Halloween. It was
Halloween weekend.
Yeah,
so it was the 28th. It was like the Halloween weekend.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But we like got a bunch of guests to bring their Halloween costumes, and we went out to the bars in Newport.
Yeah, it was like round 3.
Totally.
Or like the rehearsal.
Well, you had kept it together pretty much.
The first 2, like welcome dinner.
Well, actually, that's a lie. You were pretty toasted on the rehearsal, and I this is back when I drank too.
Yeah.
But I think I was like so afraid of ruining something or like fucking up the whole weekend. Sorry.
Yeah. Just
that I didn't drink much. I remember rehearsal. I think we obviously didn't spend the night together that night because it was the night before our wedding.
Yeah.
And I think I got a picture of you like sleeping in your clothes on the bed.
Oh, yeah.
And then wedding night was fun. Yeah, and then the next night, I think people really let loose.
Well, the rehearsal night, like, there's nothing really to do, and you're just having fun because you're seeing everyone and you're excited.
Such a fun night.
It was such a fun night. And then the wedding was obviously amazing, but the wedding's structured, right? So it's just more structured where you're just not socializing, like drinking the whole time.
Right.
So it helps to that extent.
Compared to the next day.
But then, Saturday, everyone got really sloppy.
Well, yeah, and we were excited and...
Yeah, because I think you kind of got through it, you know, and all that. Yeah. And then everyone just let loose and, yeah.
That was so fun. Do you remember what we dressed up as?
Yes, we dressed up the Riverdale people. What are their names?
Come on. I'm such a big Archie's fan.
Archie and Betty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was fun.
I like dyed your hair red in this like fancy hotel bathroom. There's like red dye everywhere.
And I think like on the pillow was like all red afterwards. I mean,
sorry, we tipped really well.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fun. We were just talking. I want to go. So we got married in Southern California, and I want to go back to our venue when we're there.
That would be fun.
Even this next trip. Because we go to see my whole family during the summer. We should just make a day trip and go up.
Well, here's what we should do.
And then go get lunch up there.
That's in the area we play golf. We should try to coordinate it with golf.
How are we going to do that with the kids? Like
we wouldn't take the kids. Or
we should take them. There's like that whole beer garden up there.
Or yeah, so that's another good option. Maybe there's a way like we can go up before or after, and you meet us there, or I go with you and they pick me up because I think it's really, really close to where we go play golf.
Yeah, we should do that.
Which it's like a 45-minute drive, so it'd just be nice to try to like.
Yeah, I guess it does kind of seem pointless to drive the kids, but I would love to go back there and just walk around.
Yeah, and hit the brewery and.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should look into it because I think if I recall because we went there a couple times before, at least once. Like there's certain times they're open or not open.
Right.
And depending on like the day of the week, and I guarantee you, like Friday, Saturday, like they're having weddings, so you probably can't. Right.
Right.
So.
Okay. Fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Okay.
So yeah, the wedding was good. We went through there. Weekend was kind of busy, right? Just not too busy, but just hung with the kids. Didn't do anything
this weekend.
Yeah, too crazy. I mean, I played golf Sunday, which was fun.
Saturday. I don't even. I have no idea.
Yeah, what did we do Saturday?
I couldn't tell you.
Gymnastics, gym.
Did we go to lunch? No, our kids were so pissed. Remember?
Yeah, they just wanted
They're
to
having
come home and
breakdowns
play
about
with the
something.
neighbors.
Ugh.
Like, so we have gymnastics from like 10:30 to 11:30 on Saturday, and only the older one wants to do it. The younger one was in like the 8:30 to 9:30 class, or no, 9:30 to 10:30 class. I don't know. But anyways, like forever, it was like 3 hours at the gymnastics place, which I hate being there. I'll be honest. Like everyone looks depressed. There's no good seating.
There's like no windows.
There's like so much chalk in the air, and so it's like it just hurts my eyes. And then they have this huge,
everyone looks depressed.
huge
Is that
fan.
what you said?
Yeah, everyone just like is on their phone and just looks depressed. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I refuse just to sit there on my phone for like 3 hours. I'm like, if I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna watch my kids.
Totally, but we can't judge parents for doing that because that could be their only break for the whole day.
Yeah,
You know,
that's a good point.
it's like when you see parents at the park who are not playing, and for us, we're like, why are you just sitting there on your phone? Like that's lame. But if that could be a stay-at-home mom, like that's her only chance to sit and
Or
chill.
maybe they're working or
Totally.
catching up on emails. No, I totally get it. But a lot of people I look at, they're playing games on their phones too. But that's the same thing, right? Maybe that's
Yeah, but still, I mean, we can judge. We just try. I just try not to judge. You know.
Yeah. But anyways, like one was like 9:30 to 10:30. One was like 10:50 to 11:50. And then they both lined up and they were both at 10:30. And then the 3-year-old didn't want to go to her class anymore.
Right.
So now she just colors and
But
eats
she loves.
chippies.
She hangs out. I know.
Yeah.
No more chips.
But we always try to go to lunch afterwards, and I feel like they never want to go to lunch.
Well, yeah, I don't know why they didn't want to last week. I don't know. Maybe we can try again this week.
I'm like, we haven't gone to like a
I
nice
love
sit
it.
down
I
lunch.
love
like,
going out to lunch with them.
I do too.
I mean,
well, 50% of the time.
yeah.
So, but it's by the car wash. That's what I love about it.
Oh, totally.
I can at least like cruise
Which
through
they
the
wouldn't
car
even
wash.
they wouldn't even go do that with you last time. Remember?
They did this previous week, but they didn't. That's right. They went with you, and they went
wouldn't
home.
go with you. Yeah.
I think we have really nice neighbors, and they got 3 young kids that are, I don't know, what are they, 7,
Like
9, 12?
8, 10, 12,
8,
something
10,
like that,
12.
yeah.
And our
Ish.
girls are just obsessed. Every
yeah.
time we're home, that's all they want to do is go over there and knock. And we let them like once a day, but we're like, you just can't hang out there all day. You know, you
Right.
can go play for an hour or two, and then they're pretty good at bringing them back. But
Even once a day feels like we're being obnoxious.
I agree.
Like I would be cool with like every other day, you know, because they're homeschooled, so they're home all day, which is great. So as soon as our kids get home from school, they want to go, and I'm like, these parents are probably like, can you take responsibility for like your own children, please?
Yeah, stop sending your kids over here. That's
Totally.
if I was them, that's what I'd be saying.
Yeah, because whenever they go over there, our kids are too little. I don't want them crossing the street by themselves.
Yeah.
So I sit outside in case, you know, they're playing inside, or in case they come out and they run across the street. Like I want to be there so I can tell them to stop.
Yeah.
So I'm like out there working on my computer while the kids are playing. They're probably like, this bitch
Yeah.
sends her kids over, free childcare. I don't know. They've been great though. That's a blessing.
They have been nice, and I think when they're done playing, they're pretty good of like walking them over and being like, "Hey, we got this or that." I think it's more us just feeling bad, I think.
Yeah, totally. I wrote down, hold on, let me find it. Okay, so I didn't write down much. I did write down that, was it last night you came home from golf? Was that last night?
That was 2 nights ago.
Oh my God.
Last night I came
last
home
night
from
we had
work.
T-ball. No, I mean, okay, so Sunday, one of your friend's wives organized a golf, like a dad's golf day.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
she spearheaded it. I didn't do anything, but she texted all the wives and we're like, hey, like, let's send the guys golfing for Father's Day. I was like, yes, totally, great. And you had the dates wrong or something.
I thought it was Father's Day.
Yeah, but it was this weekend. So I was like, no, you are actually golfing today. Like, go get ready.
Like a whole day planned of mowing and hanging out with the family.
Sorry. So you were excited to go golf?
It was. It's just golf's such a mental game that I feel like it's hard. It was hard for me just like switch my mind from like family
Totally
issues and family stuff and what we're going to do that day to try to be like, okay, what can I not selfishly get done, but not like abandon you all day? And then the kids, you know, they just, like we said, since Thursday night, they've just been on the struggle bus. So it was just it was fun, but it was weird. It was just on my mind all day. And I felt like they were just beating you up all day and felt guilty that here I am playing golf. And
yeah, but so I just wrote down that you got home from that golf trip and immediately you were like, I just feel so guilty, which I mean, not in a bad way, but you hardly ever come home from golf feeling guilty because you know that's like your time.
Yeah.
You know, and like I respect your time just like you respect my time to go do things because we want to support each other to be able to go like do independent things or whatever. And I didn't text you at all while you were playing.
I think you did once. You said,
how's it going?
And then like I immediately overthought that as like, because we talked about only me playing 9, maybe, you know, depending on weather. And I was like, it's good. Yeah, we just made the turn. We're playing fast. And I was like, how are the kids? And then like you never texted back. So I was like, oh my God, they're probably just being such
no, sorry.
buttheads.
I'm just my phone's just in my pocket because we were at the creek, so we were just playing in the water. They were actually really fine. Nothing too crazy. I mean, they're the usual. The usual breakdowns. But hold on, you just said.
It's funny for the golf, like, so more or less 3 of us knew it was supposed to be this big surprise, which in hindsight, like Annalee knows if she would have told me like that morning that I'm playing golf, more than not I've been like, why didn't you tell me before? Like,
I'm not surprising you with anything like that.
Yeah. and it's just hard, right? Like we are very structured with our planning that, you know, I pretty much got told the morning that I was playing golf, but it was already planned. So anyways, one guy didn't know, and he was in the mountains and didn't know till like 9 a.m. And he's like, so you mean we gotta like leave now so I can get there in time? So like they had to like pack everyone up and like leave. And like, he was like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. He's like, if traffic's bad, I might not make it. And I was like,
so
I would have been, if I was him, I would have been like so mad of being like because he actually didn't get informed till the day of.
Right.
Yeah, but some of the other guys are like planning like different things that day, and so I think their wives were like, I was trying to keep it a secret, but like, don't do that.
I'm just not. I will surprise you with other things, but not
like a toothbrush for Father's Day.
Yeah, I know you want a toothbrush for Father's Day, but I'm not going to surprise you with something like golf, because I know with the weekends you're like, I want to mow, I want to put down fertilizer, like maybe we can go to the gym, you know?
Yeah, like try to get a lunch in. Yeah. So thank you.
You're welcome. But you came home guilty, and you kept saying over and over again, like, why is it so hard for us and no one else? Like, you said that 3 times.
Yeah. Well, I just couldn't like disengage my brain from the family and the kids and just some of the stuff we'd gone through the last couple of days. It just couldn't disengage from it. Like no matter how hard I tried, it would like just sneak back in. Then I'd be thinking about it, and I'd be like, oh, just try to enjoy it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
But do you feel like, I don't know. I'm trying to like talk about how you say like that it's only us who have these big struggles with our kids.
Yeah. Didn't we talk about that one time?
We like briefly mentioned it, and how like, are we messing up our kids?
Yeah.
Continuously, especially now that they're getting bigger.
The constant guilt, the constant pity party.
What pity party?
Oh, just like, oh, it's just us. It's just our kids, you know, like.
Yeah.
But I was talking with Lauren walking to T-ball last night, and I was just kind of being like, yeah, she just has been difficult, the 3-year-old. And she's like, yeah, is her boy 4?
4, yeah.
4. He's like, yeah, he's like the fire guy from Element, is what she said. He's like, just gets like so mad and like can't control himself, and is just like, you know, over like the littlest things. And it's like, oh, well, same thing. I was like, oh, well, I thought it was just me.
Right. Well, I mean, I get it. That's literally me going to the wedding without my necklace.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 30 something and I can't control my rage. So how can I expect a little 3-year-old to do it, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
As I'm like about to run the car off the road because I'm so mad that
I think I was driving.
I know. I just like see red. But I think especially now that our older daughter is like 5 and she's getting bigger, I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember things from when I was 5, like little things, not a lot.
Yeah, you start having like little snippets of.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, like now the pressure is on, you know, like when they're babies, it's like you just got to keep them alive.
Yeah, that's
now
true.
It's like, am I fucking her up for life? Like, is she gonna remember me as a mean mommy, or remember that she is a mommy who yells or gets upset? Like, even though I try really hard not to do those things, it's like
so hard not to like yell and get upset.
I know.
It's so hard.
It's so hard. Like you have to almost make the decision before the breakdown, or like right when it starts, you have to decide like, okay, I'm not going to yell. Like I'm going to stay cool.
I usually just like shut my brain down and be like, I'm just going to like, that's my method of not like getting my emotions ramped up, is just being like, I'm just going to shut down.
Like just zone out.
I'm just going to zone out.
I know, but it's a balance, because I want them to remember that we're supporting them through the emotions, and like,
yeah,
you know, like they're allowed to have big feelings, and we're not going to abandon them because of their big feelings. Like there's all of that mindset online, compared to just like, we never just close the door and say, figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's like now it's stressful parenting. I thought having a baby was hard.
Yeah, right. Having a baby's easy.
The easiest. Ugh.
Like it's pretty predictable, you know, like of what's going to happen and what you're going to do.
Yeah.
There's not as many variables, but
Although I'm sure if we were oh my gosh, last night I had a dream that I was pregnant.
oh, crazy.
Like big belly, feeling the baby move around. And the whole dream I was like, fuck. Like I don't
starting
think,
over.
Yeah, I don't think I can do 3 kids. And I think about it all the time with thinking about having another baby. And I see these moms who are willingly like excited to have another baby, or they're having 4 babies. And I'm like, what do they know that I don't know?
Yeah, and they seem like always like have it under control when you see them with their kids.
I'm like, is there some secret meeting that I was not invited to where you guys know how to manage your kids?
Put your drink on the coaster, woman.
Oh, sorry.
I brought coasters in because we were talking about coasters earlier.
I know, I'm sorry.
And then I hand the coaster to Annalee. She throws it on the ground.
I was stressed. I thought
she throws it on the ground right away. And I'm like, I just gave you that coaster, so then I get it.
I thought I
She
had
puts
lost
it on
my
the
bank
table.
account. My bank account
That's true. That's fair.
had disappeared.
But then it's on the table and you're not even using it.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Funny. I know. What mom's
anyways,
club did you not get invited to?
Yeah, like I'm not part of the cool moms club where they're confident enough in their parenting to have another baby.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
I think about the moments when they're both screaming or we're having breakdowns and just how hard it is for us sometimes. And I guess it is overall easier now that our kids are getting bigger.
I give it up to those people who have 3, 4, 5 kids.
Like, did we miss a memo?
I don't know. We have 2, and it's so hard to find time to do everything we want to do. You can't actually. I mean, it's gotten so bad. Like, if I can make the gym once a week, I'm happy. Like, and it used to be like 4 or 5 times a week, and now it's like, well, I can go to the gym, or I can do this, or I can do this. I have to pick out of the 3 things,
right,
what I'm going to do for this hour slot.
Right. Yeah. And if you have another baby,
yeah, it'd be crazy.
It's absolute insanity. Sometimes I feel like I should, like, because obviously I know you and I both want another baby, right?
Okay.
Right. Ethan is like a little baby magnet. Like wherever we go with babies, he just like snatches them up and wants to hold them.
I do like babies. They're
cute. You love babies, and especially we can see our 3-year-old. She's getting bigger, and we're gonna lose that baby stage.
She's definitely phasing out of that baby stage, which is so sad.
Yeah, I think you've been really like treasuring it lately.
Yeah.
Like her little belly and the way she says things,
Yeah.
Like she's getting so big.
She is. Yeah, I think kind of.
It's like any day now we're going to wake up and she's going to be a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want another baby. I know you want another baby, but it's like how, and then I feel bad. Like I feel like if I don't know. I just feel like I should be capable to have another kid.
Yeah.
Like
I'm be able to handle it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm an intelligent-ish, woman. I'm independent. I'm good at time management sometimes. Like,
yeah.
I like communicating my emotions. Like you and I have such a rock solid relationship. It's like, why I should be able to handle a kid. Like, why am I bitching out?
Yeah.
Being a little pussy over here,
Yeah, I don't know. But you just I feel like I can't. Like if we were to have another kid, I feel like I'd be like, I don't think I can do this. Like, no. I honestly would feel like I would have to be like, I'm gonna have to give up my hobbies.
Right.
I'm gonna have to like go to part-time work because how am I gonna get everything done? Or I don't know. I mean, we would figure it out, obviously. But I have those same like thoughts of like, if we had another kid, like because I feel like we struggle already. Like my front grass is like 2 feet tall. Like I'm gonna have to mow it.
It's not 2 feet tall.
It's not, but I'm gonna have to mow it at like 4:30 tonight.
Right.
And then like an hour with the kids and go right to softball. And it's like,
but we have so many people in our lives who have 3+ kids. I mean, even look at your coworkers on the phone this morning. That guy's got like 3 kids.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
I don't know.
Is there a secret? Like, I feel like all these parents read like a secret parenting book about how to just be a more carefree, have your kids behave.
Yeah, I think a lot of
or
it's
like
just
not let it affect them.
Well, I feel like I'm such a type A OCD, like schedule, neat, clean, organized.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like it's hard to be that type of person with kids, and I've gotten a lot better, right? Because you just have to let some things go,
right?
And then I think if you were to have 3 kids or 4, it's just like I think at some point you just gotta let that stuff go and be like, the house will get cleaned once every 2 weeks, and it is what it is. It is what it is, and it's so hard for me to have that mindset.
Yeah, you're 5 years in and you still struggle with it. every single day. Every single day.
I know it's a problem.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Well, maybe we just don't have whatever gene or talent it is to be a more carefree adult. I don't know.
well, I mean, I look at it as I would rather just like focus all my attention on the 2 kids we have, and that way I can give them more attention, more love, you know, because when there's 3, the reality is it's another person for attention, love, caring,
Yeah.
you know, and I feel like sometimes with 2, we don't even get enough time with them, right? Because they're daycare all day. We see them for an hour in the morning.
I know, and we don't even get like one-on-one time with them, like that really good connection time with them.
Yeah, no, I
like
think
we should try to do more of that. Little
we
dates.
should do more of that, because I think with both kids they would both benefit, right? Because we do everything together because we like it. Because then Annalee and I get to see each other,
right?
So if we like decide just to like, what do you call it? Like separate and do everything, like she does drop off, I do pick up, one night's hers, one night's mine. It's like, that's great. And I see that's how you get more time to do those other things, right?
Like to have hobbies of your own.
To have hobbies, or if you got to like for work or for whatever it is. I think that's a main driver on how people do that stuff. But it's like, so then we don't get to see each other.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
We get from like 9 to 10 every night, and that's the only time we get together.
Yeah, well, I mean, no matter what, my quality time with you is going to be more important than whatever hobby I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and I think that's why we try to like co-parent so much, because it gives us the chance to spend time together too. And we don't always get to have the conversations in the car, because we talked about this earlier, but it still gives us that opportunity. But I think we should kind of start doing one-on-one things with them. I think it just helped them.
Even just like once a week.
Yeah.
Like Tuesdays, you take one out to dinner and I'll take one out to dinner.
Yeah, we should.
Or like ice cream, just to have like that. And then we switch the next week.
Maybe we do like Monday after or Saturday after volleyball.
Volleyball? Are you high?
No, but like at the tail end of these things, my brain starts to like.
I know. I was gonna say one more thing that was really exciting about having. Oh yeah, let's just do that. Let's pick a day.
I like that idea.
And then we'll switch, and maybe that'll help with like them
nighttime and connecting. Yeah. I really like that idea. But the problem is they're both gonna want to go with you, I think.
No, I think if you can be like, it's ice cream, like, you know, or go buy him a stuffy. Like, I don't care. Like a small little trinket.
Yeah.
There's really quick. I know we're wrapping up. I just want to say one more thing. Okay. There's this, like, I don't know if it's like a meme or a video that floats around the internet every now and then. And it's like, if you think you're done having kids, close your eyes and picture how many people you want around your table. And like, that's your answer, whether or not you want to have more kids or not. Like, do you want like a big family that comes over for Thanksgiving, or do you want a smaller family? And it's like, yeah. What were you gonna say?
I'm just thinking like, well, that's the reason I had kids, is like, I want to enjoy the kid part of it, but like the end game is like them as adults, them self-functioning, them happy, them going down their own road, them maybe having kids as well.
Yeah.
And getting to that stage of life. Obviously this part is fun and it is the journey part, but but I don't close my eyes and be like, okay, who do I want sitting at my table?
No, but it's supposed to be like an exercise to visualize, but I think it's like guilt tripping me into feeling like I should have kids, because like, yeah, of course I want to have a big family one day, but that doesn't count if I can't make it to the Thanksgiving table, like physically and mentally,
because you've lost your sanity.
Yeah, and it's like, that's not fair. Like, of course I want 6 kids around a Christmas tree every year. And when we're old, I want 6 kids who come back. But it's like, that doesn't take into account all of the realistic sides. And sometimes I feel like I'm not like as great of a mom. I don't know. Great's not the right word. Like, I feel like I'm not as like mother intuitive as I should be. Cause I'm like, well, if those 6 kids, that's 6 college accounts. That's, you know, X amount of weddings. That's 6 cars I got to buy. I mean, not maybe, you know.
Yeah, but no,
it's like, that's 6 more chances of something bad happening to one of them. That's 6 more chances of one of them being a drug addict. Like, I'm just going through the ratios in my head, and I'm like, okay.
playing the odds game. That's the engineer in you.
Yeah, and it's like, sure, I would love to have 2 more kids, but that means I got to get through 5 more years of childcare, paying $30,000 a year in daycare. Like,
well, and I'm in my 40s because I had kids a little later, and it's like I don't want to have kids in high school when I'm 60.
Like my dad, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like. It's like at some point, like I want to be thinking about retirement, and it would be nice to get them through high school and at least into college,
Right.
you know, so I can think about not working till I'm 70 years old.
Yeah, no, totally. So I just think there's like this weird pressure on the internet to like, that if you
Yeah.
don't want a full Thanksgiving table, then
Well, they're going
you're
to have like
lacking.
friends or partners, and eventually, hopefully, they get married and maybe have kids. So like that
Right.
kind of starts growing it, you know?
No, totally. I mean, it's just,
And then they have other families that they may have to go to 1 year. It's not that simple.
well, yeah. Okay. So I have to sacrifice the next X amount of years and thousands of dollars. I know it's not all about money having kids, but it is like, unfortunately,
They cost a lot.
if I were a stay-at-home mom, maybe it would be different. We could just have more kids.
You work full time. I work full time, and it's just really hard for two full-time working parents to do it without like a nanny or like an au
Yeah.
pair or someone to help them, or like a lot of family nearby that can take kids, and we just don't have that. We have some of it, but you know what I mean?
Do you think I do a good job?
I think you do a great job. I love you.
Anyways, I think it's dumb to put this pressure on mom for one day out of the year 30 years from now. Wow,
I
so I'm
agree.
supposed to plan my entire life over a one day a year, one out of
Thanksgiving,
365.
30 years from
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Well, I love you.
I
Good
love you.
chat.
Thanks for hanging out.
All right. Love you.
Ethan had to jump back to meetings per usual. So thank you so much for listening. Please like, follow, subscribe, all of the things. Please leave a review, please. I mean, maybe not if you want to say mean things, you can just DM me. But if you do have any nice things to say, the reviews seriously make my entire day. I check them every day. It's kind of pathetic, but they're just so lovely to hear because it's the only way to really get like direct feedback on a podcast. So if you do have just a few seconds to do that, I would greatly appreciate it. And I think that's it. Birth story is coming. I know. It's coming. I suck big time. Okay. I'll just put it out there. I really suck. I'm behind at everything in my life, but it's coming. And I think that's it. And we will chat with you next week.